corner. Either way, cannot escape, and it's a good punish in response. Player advantage now. As Yuran just going to go strafing forward into the site. Hasn't gone for the heal off the blaze wall. Little snap back, but Cess putting a critical fight over on Cat. Gets rid of Margaret. Caddy trying to hold the line, but just hasn't been able to really connect with much of anything so far.
Recon and Paranoia available though, so this is still somewhat possible, but it all depends on how Kipe holds the angle as well. It could be unexpected for DFM.
I mean, Kipe, he's
we're live.
Off the brick stack here. If he clears the recon, they'll get an idea of it, but
Recon might not even spot him.
yeah, it's going to be for hell.
For the single.
Now having to do it all, and we'll only
QTD get their first round.
Okay, QTD now on the board here in round number 5.
Yeah, pretty swift adjustment. You do have the op coming in, providing a bit of value, but they've lost that in the round as well, which makes it a bit more costly for QTD, despite having one out in the round. It took Messiah to get the trade. Yeah, against MEIY, the
MEIY
dying down mid-tailwind. So
sort of
it does help out,
them
but
around.
it shows you how much work QTD needs
And
to
also
put forth
these skills.
just to be able to
Keep
play the site, get around. I mean, DFM have been doing such a great job at shutting them down. A bit of early pressure, early space being taken up. I mean, especially towards B main if MEIY continues to push up there. So timeout is welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it is from the QTD side. It always, looks a little bit more puzzling when it's after the round win, but still there's been plenty to try to shore up here. And I think a lot of this may be going to be directed towards PKM, is continuing to try to poke and prod around mid and has been getting punished a bit. So I see DFM a little bit more and just building up some more strategy for this attacker side. I don't mind it at all, even with the round going their way.
Yeah, I guess so. But you know what's kind of sad, though, Achilleos? Margaret is 0-5. He was charged with trying to apply pressure, or at least to lurk around the back of B main, but he's been having a rough time, or pretty rough map so far in this first half against MEIY, who's just continuously just claiming so much control.
Oh, the Cyphers are on struggle street.
Yeah.
Kaide a little bit less so, given that his team is in the lead, but yeah, both of them not really able to find too much value yet, which it's very surprising, considering that it's Ascent, and especially for Kaide, you're playing on that defender side. Should be able to get a good amount of value and impact.
Okay, a little bit of a shift now, though. Kaide previously on A side, back over on towards B. More of a passive
Looks
approach.
like
still
B split.
just checking around.
They know the op is in B.
It's gonna be QTD.
So it looks like trying to clear any E2. Timing. This timing's big. Jet versus Jet. He has no...
Updraft to try to make exit. Does have regen armor behind that, but has fallen down to 70.
Straight leg shots. Killed the op.
Chasing forward. He's able to find that kill. MEIY down. But now he's sandwiched in and blinded up, and Kaide, he'll just go ahead and collect that one to get himself on the board at long last.
They're not seeing anything else. Now DFM starts to paint a picture for themselves, but Yatska a little bit too far ahead.
Pretty overzealous there. Cess further impact to be found. Swing in.
Straight just missed.
Oh, he's just sending him right over the shoulder.
You would think there'd be a bit more comfortability, but at least QTD does get the site. 3v2 though. Hunter's Fury ripped. What?
Does get sent in from Akame, and it's going to be rewarded. Kill found. Okay, now, quick TP across. Over onto the B site. Cess does not yet have one to try to match this, so Plant can come through.
Now you have to hold it. You have one smoke to work around as Kipe. The question is, how do you position around it too? Like, the best bet is to kind of play peekaboo around Boathouse.
Recon's been burnt. Spot out. Into the player there as that smoke did bloom.
Will Kame have a recon soon?
No, he just sent it.
Okay, well.
Only about 25-ish more seconds. Wow. Not too bad. 27 on that timer. Looking for the defuse. Some damage found on Cess, but Cess will go ahead and get it done. 3 kills from him. Refuse to come in. And it's close here from QTD, but can't quite find that round victory. So even with the timeout call, they cannot find 2 in a row.
Yeah, it's still pretty rough for Margaret all throughout. You would think, as the guy who was playing this role non-stop all throughout during his tenure on Nongshim and SPG, that he would be able to find some value off the lurks, but he's not quite being able to do that so far. I mean, even trying to get this trade up against Cess, by the way. So the upsell does work, by the way, big time, but
Yeah.
worked out pretty neatly for DFM so far. Every single bit of stopping power that QTD tries to apply just continuously gets met with resistance.
Big A
Back over onto
fight.
MEIY. It's a full set play this time. Or just a rush.
Really
PKM.
push the pace here. Slow down a bit. Cloudburst trying to block on the
Oh,
head.
they're unaware.
Tucked away and Briggs.
Needs to be traded.
Expiring, but Seth's to the rescue. He's able to hunt PKM,
Oh,
but
some
Yaska
trades.
both will get traded out.
MEIY's been missing some shots, to be honest.
Also on the board, first kill going to be found. Up and over from the drone, just a spot onto the
No
one.
way, that's a crazy updraft.
Barely. He's able to find the headshot. Messiah will fall.
Bro still has to wait till his knives.
Oh, okay. A little bit of whiffage.
Margaret,
was too busy shooting at Kaide.
triple your kills.
And now it is all down to Margaret.
Triple your kills, Margaret.
One headshot
Triple your
against
kills.
Bring things back.
The problem is the spike.
Yeah.
Triple your
I don't know
kills.
where he's gone, though. He's kept it so
Spike is
quiet.
down. They're not really watching it, so he could have a timing.
No, at the same time, like, look at how safe DFM just hold this.
Yeah,
Back off the
DFM.
angle so he can recover
Doors
the spike.
down.
Can even swap for a gun.
And
Just go for the retake.
Margaret just may be unaware.
Oh.
He's not going to be able to clear into that, though.
Unless MEIY just misses.
Will wisely decide to back away. Trip going to be set up now.
They
know where he's
know
at.
he has Spike now.
Plan to come in.
Timing,
Not broken.
timing, timing,
Does remain intact
Timing.
for now.
timing.
Still has the cam to try to play off of as well, but it's taking a little bit more.
No
of a
way.
aggressive angle. He
Watch
knows that he's
Margaret
backed
wins
up. He knows
this.
that he's low.
Oh, he just gave away his
Exactly where he is,
position.
but it's gonna be
No.
out. Akame to go ahead and take it down. 6-1.
No.
DFM, the dominance shall
No.
continue.
Yeah, you love the team play as well.
No.
Not too bad for Margaret to get on the board finally, but still, I mean, this entire round just to
No.
be able to try and rush in off the pistol, doing a bit of damage against DFM does still show some signs of life from
DFM.
QT
Come
Dig,
on.
but at the end of the day, corner not
Make it at
checked,
least a close game.
little
This is looking like a
updraft
2-0.
position, like that's like a blast to the past. And I gotta wipe a
This
nostalgic
is looking
tear away
like a
from the
2-0,
corner of my
straight
eye with
2-0.
This one. Double updraft was a thing way back then, but now it's just getting the recon updraft with Blade Storm, bit of whiffage, but still getting the job done right at the
He needed
end.
to get
DFM
MEIY while he was
feels
in the
like
smoke.
just having a swift day right here over in this first half on Ascent.
I've seen a lot of players play the position of
He doesn't
dice
wanna play against this team.
and win a man
Have
advantage.
to imagine that there's just
I
so
don't
much
think
familiarity.
maybe
Probably
he
distributing
could have
each
won
other
that
as
from
well,
dice.
You know, in the lead up to the
But
play-ins and
it's just a common thing that I've
qualification into
seen.
this.
It was still, you know, like what Big Time said, the 3 maps that they did win in that grand final against Rejects.
Spot at the op and mid.
Another stacked Japanese team.
Looks like they're gonna rotate to
I
A.
do hope to see a lot
While
more
contesting
right now,
B.
just trying to min-max the alts.
They're gonna cross through mid and A split.
Still, though, I mean, at this point, it feels as though the lead has kind of escaped them. QT Dig still trying. Bit of pressure, drone clearage. We're back over onto A side, and it feels like DFM has a good read on this.
Keep A. They're just gonna contact into A.
Yatsuka, first of all,
That's a little odd.
smoke cycled in,
And
Paranoia
the
at
Phoenix?
ready. Oh,
Phoenix?
Seth, maybe a little bit too late.
The Phoenix is
Seth on the
AFK
one, swing
and
it, Seth.
Tiles?
That's a quick little transfer there. Take out PK. Yeah, Margaret though.
Just
maybe coming
holding
alive.
mid?
2 kills found.
How does that make
Come
sense?
through. Spot up to the head
Saw
though, and
the
May
saw the hood.
gives him the
No
keys
way
with the
MEIY
ult.
wins this.
Spot out Margaret.
No
has hands around his helmet,
way,
has him lined up,
what?
and May will
This
be
should
able
have
to come
been
away with that
this
kill.
should have been QTD's round.
Ball set the turn away, a leg shot, you know, down the 5, and Akame played
This
in
should
a
have
nice
been
little alley-oop
QTD's.
between the 2 DFM superstars, as it's now 7-1.
Yeah, it's just
Nah.
gonna keep going on. There's the same sort of scenario that
Nah.
we just witnessed in the previous round, but just
Nah.
so quick and so smooth. Again, DFM quickly gets the information. Yes, Yatsuka does kind of fall down, early, but he's always gonna be that sort of forward scout towards A main. You know, as we've
Sus.
seen.
PKM, he one-wayed himself and then stepped into it.
What are you gonna do? I mean, quite clearly some of the executes. and
How much
everything.
kills is MEIY away from 100?
DFM's just
89.
more present and aware on
Okay,
the map. There's
QT
not
did.
too
I need
much
him. I need you to
macro
make it close so we
right
can
now,
pad
so
some
everything's
stats.
quite readable, but
Let's pad some
Tiles
stats,
and
MEIY.
B main play this time around.
Give him some rounds.
Kipe takes out
There you go, Yatsuka.
again. Seems to have his number.
Flash.
And we're back to the 1-3-1.
Did they clear this trip?
This time.
They don't clear the trip. Get tagged. They now dynamite.
Able to get an angle.
They now dynamite.
I mean, they're just lit up like a Christmas tree. Somehow no one's dead.
MEIY is dead.
With that shorty.
I mean, at least he got a kill. They could go through spawn into A. It's 3-1v3. They keep A. 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 What a good flash. No way. He still doesn't die. He still doesn't die.
Oh, it's a disaster.
He still doesn't die.
Asked Margaret to try to juke himself out of this position, but he's
You're
smoked
kidding
off.
me.
He's
You
gotta
gotta be
choose between
kicking.
a rock and a hard
You gotta
place.
be kidding me.
Backside needs to pick up the spike too.
Margaret?
Multi-kill denied though.
Oh, no way. No way. What a weird round. What a weird round.
After everything else that transpired in the round, Margaret will try to spare their blushes. As he will be able to get that second round win through.
that was a funny round.
Clutch.
That was a real funny. That was a funny round. Bro was full blinded and still lived.
I mean, yeah, the
Couldn't be
whip is
me.
rough as hell, but
Bro would have got one tapped.
A Mitchman-esque crash out.
we love those from you, Seth. Oh, but this smart way to play the angle.
Timeout.
Knowing that Akame will be on for the chase, so that's a quick timeout now. Not wanting to lose their grip over this lead. DFM, they've been doing pretty well, but if QTD does try to go that much faster, or coming in with different set plays, or perhaps PKM now onto this op as a counter towards MEIY, could really kind of throw things into a bit of pandemonium. That is, oh, I didn't know that with those were light sticks.
Jet knives.
Yeah. Right,
That's pretty cool.
Maybe we have those in Busan?
That is pretty cool.
I think maybe they made them. I'm not sure.
Either way, it's pretty cool. Someone jumped on it. Anyway,
yeah, that would be neat.
Economical situation for DFM pretty worse for wear right now, though. I think that's the main thing. So there's a real good chance for QTD to really jump back into this game for this first half. Maybe make it at least an 8-4, if not a 7-5. But we'll see how events transpire for now. DFM still intent on buying up. It's a Judge, it's a Stinger, it's light shields all around, and MEIY still onto this off, but now on A site. It's just Kaede alone with a Judge in a corner, pocket position on B site.
My ultimate's ready.
Well, second run it back available.
I certainly would want to see you run clear corners on the entry, but neither side moving for now. Initial drone out of B main, Kame instantly in position to respond. That's at least 3 players on B side. I don't know if QTD wants to continue pushing past this, so they'll just kind of stick around, apply a bit of pressure, and try to get that pivot back over onto A site. But instantly, DFM is right on the ball. They're reading it, but Margaret gets a shot too.
Okay, I mean, Margaret, what a big return to form. 7 and 8 now after having, what, a 0-5 start.
Oh, yeah.
Well, ooh.
Joke's over.
Shot for shot, backpedal quickly here from MEIY. Now, entry attempt. Cess, quick peek in with that Stinger. Down the ult.
It's a B split. It's a B split, but they're just pumping.
Fast lane here in the mid, and that denies them access. However,
Margaret.
he's sprinting over.
Outpatient.
He read it for a
And he has the A
moment,
site.
Margaret just tucks a little bit
Margaret,
further
the
forward
OG Longshun.
And that's now an open A
SPG.
side spike down. Not to mention Yudan's still kind of lurking around. Makes things incredibly difficult.
Yeah, why is our
DFM,
Phoenix lurking?
Apart from the op, I'm not sure if they really want to consider.
Why is our
saving this
Phoenix
round,
lurking?
So
They have 2 ops.
yeah, I don't know if we want to hold on to that. By the way,
I mean, you could just at least stop it from being recollected.
toss it off the map if you get back into spawn, or go for
Saving
exit frags
the
with
op.
them. That could
2
work too.
ops.
Okay.
And they get a second op.
Gets one. Kaede gets the weapon upgrade, so Judge no longer in hand. He can tuck away and save this.
He's just holding angle if someone does decide to push further back. But either way, the round's pretty much done and masterfully crafted together by QTD.
Oh, Cess will just go ahead and take the Judge back in. Thinks they're going to have a little bit more. I mean, it's maybe going to be a little bit more viable for them compared to running double op, but we'll just scoop that up. I was expecting to just hold it, toss it up the map if you don't want it. Maybe start on a line and then have a rifle as a backup, but it's another round now.
thought about it for a second, but you know, the judge wasn't really sounded off in that previous round as well, so it could still be a bit of a surprise for QTD if they do walk into a setup at some point. But this round, though, I mean, the pivot back and forth from B to mid to A and then back over to A side
Bro's
as well.
practicing the
Quite
tech.
well done by QTD. We'll see if they can continue to be that slippery against DFM. MEIY's back over onto B side, though, but still wanting to maybe work off a similar playbook. Mid is smoked off for now. DFM really questioning things. Just trying to get as much information as possible with the camera, perhaps, but there's still not much presence towards A main, so it really comes down to how well maybe Cess alongside Kaide can truly hold this down.
Well, lower trip going to be cleared out. Slow down though, and yep, PKM going to get caught. Kaide able to find that kill. Margaret is well caught on the timing. Trying to scale forward with util in hand. So I will be able to find one Kipe, flushing out Kaide. Cess is down. Suddenly it's MEIY and Akame. They're going to commit the Hunter's Fury to this.
What?
Yeah,
So much time yet to be
that's a
played
little
out.
too early.
And it's a
big shot in the
2v3. I thought this was just going to be shouldered for the next
I
round.
mean, QTD on their attack side, it's gonna be hard on
Big
defense.
fights, flashes all around.
It's gonna be hard as hell.
And now you're really shooting fish in a barrel with this op. Ugh.
So they definitely
Shock not even going to find too much
will
of
be
anything.
fine with the
It's a little bit
5-7.
of regen armor that, of course, goes right back for Yuran.
Oh, misses
Weekend.
angle.
MEIY down. Now it's Akame to try to clutch
They
it, but he's
dinked
just
him.
going to be tagged and overwhelmed.
Bro won't be able to save the op.
Tries to pull
Dap,
back, but
dap,
I mean, now you've
Stop. Stop.
gotten wrecked. You're low on HP. You're running out of time, but
Bro.
Hello.
you have isolated
time,
down to
right?
1v1, but you have to start sticking right now. And there you go. The kill's found.
Good
So now the
shot.
operator doesn't even get carried over, and you don't have the
Good
money for another
shot.
one as you go into round number 12.
Last round.
Yeah, it was a
before
bit
the
of hope,
switch.
but
Whoa, holy buffer.
questionable
Oh.
decisions.
I think it was the stream. It wasn't me.
Really could end things to a 7-5 right now.
Definitely wasn't
I
me.
mean, the setup was pretty neat, but as soon as the fill back in came towards the A site, yeah, we can hear desk slams.
I mean, look, the audience can see it, so I have no qualms about sharing this to the broadcast people, you know, watching from home. The DFM coaches are pissed off.
Yeah.
I can hear them slamming the ever-loving hell out of the desk right now. There's that judge, though.
Okay.
Able to find one, and, well, Hunter's Fury tracking. Not going to be too great onto a Neon. Kipe will find the kill on Neonsika yet again, but MEIY is there for the trade.
Which is not too bad, at least, but you don't want to lose your heads yet. Still very susceptible to a lot of shots with light shields right now. Akame getting pinched on by PKM.
Just don't have any idea if there's anybody else behind this. Girl Deft, though. He's going to get the reveal.
Okay. Maybe just to hold out from CT, try to get shots as they backfill through stairs.
MEIY. Oh, almost got the second.
Steady for the second, though.
Akame's been frying. Damn, I should have put Akame
Advantage situation.
life game in the title.
And a progression smoke as well. We'll give them a little bit more space to work around, perhaps to try to pop through the smoke or work off of lane. Util from QT Dig doesn't fish out much, so just down to the gunplay in this situation.
Time starting to bleed away here. Needing to make a move is, well, slot forward.
1v3.
PKM try to hold them back and
And
cannot.
see.
So the fuse can get stuck in DFM. Well, maybe cheering up the coaches a little bit here as they close the round and they make it 8-4 at the half.
Yeah. Okay, I have a little bit of a theory going here, Achilles. I mean, like, maybe this is like the opposite of what Frost is going off of. Because on the one hand, you have a team that's worked off of
DFM or
intuition,
QTD.
and then now a coach wants to apply a bit more systematic approach. In this case, they used to go somewhat systematic, and then now the team starts to get a little bit too aggressive. They get punished. Yatsuka dies quite early on several times. But in the one round it works out at the end was when Yatsuka was camping in a corner with that judge, finds kill, flushes QTD over onto B site where everyone then is just kind of able to play around it. So 8-4 at the end, still not too bad.
I mean, given how this had started, you definitely take this if you're QT Dig. I mean, this was what, 7-1 at its peak?
Oh yeah.
So to be able to recover 3 more rounds, only give over 1 more to DFM from that point, it does show. It does show that.
Bro, they must be screaming.
QT
Is he second on a warhead?
Screaming in his ear.
Yeah, maybe. They started finding their footing, but that's a fantastic pace for Bakame. Ever the showman. Which one is it, though? Who's smacking the table?
Maybe both. I don't know. Feels like maybe a bit more of Vors, but
That would be my guess.
yeah, the scoreline definitely doesn't reflect entirely how a lot of the rounds have gone by, but still at least staying on top of things, DFM do manage to end off with a significant lead. They did claim the pistol as well, so we keep our eye on things for now still. I mean, the attack is where you really want to see how they kind of play around it. You know, several rounds where they maybe get a little bit too loose or over eager with the op and the ults, like Hunter's Fury quickly being spent is questionable, but the win's still a win anyway, so it's back over onto QT Dig now on the defense, and we'll see how they're positioned right now. It might be tough for them to hold things off. Kippe, Yuran alone.
Just the classic. DFM keeping it real quiet. There's the check. Over the spot out. Paranoia at the ready. I mean, they're making a ton of noise, and he's still keeping this one for now, but will send it.
You pay?
Doesn't connect on the Otsuka, but now he has to scale
Controlling the
forward. Right
space.
click. Range does become a little bit more of a concern.
It's just a try, though. And that's exactly what DFM wants. The utility baited out does weaken a retake potential if they do manage to get the pivot.
Ooh, what a shot by Kaide.
Very nice shot there from
No,
Kaide.
Cypher you too. It's a solo anchor.
Overall been having
Silva
a
should
rough
hear-
game. He's trying to keep them interested on the side of the map and will get caught.
They get a
Besides that,
pseudo
there's anything
trade.
else behind this. Big now, realizing it is going to be this A side after all.
Last
Two players
players
gonna be
can be
back towards
spammed
three.
down.
Meanwhile, still, we have this Jet in heaven that's
Dart.
hitting just weaken the HP bars on the other
Good
side.
dart. But not able
Players
to
tagged on
punish.
DFM, but they will be able to
No
take the
punish
space
on the
into play.
dart. No
Now it's
punish.
just going for pot shots. Right click range still. Crossfire set up around door.
Natsuka and Cess forward into the smoke. There's a jump forward.
Oh, trades.
Natsuka only able to find one each. Nakame.
Akame farming.
Yuran
Bro
now
is gonna have 20
AM.
kills by the
Both
end.
players
of the
get to a
next
single
round.
chest shot. Goes for the drop down, and Akame will
How much
just go
does
ahead and have it in
Akame have?
hand. That's going to be both pistols now for DFM.
Yeah, showing a bit more, I don't know, calculated plays. Just being able to bait out the paranoia. There was a really well-timed volley from Yuran, but still, it costs them so much. While they do get the read and, you know, Kaide not being able to find too much else, it does pull things into question for just a second, and that's enough for DFM to still pounce onto this A site. So, like, as soon as they all hop into this smoke, you know, with the crossfire that was set up, Cess finding shots with the classic, it's like letting go of that pawn chain and just breaking things down one by one, trade for trade, and with guns back up as well. We'll see how clean DFM makes this one. Otherwise, it could be early curtains, early double digits soon for DFM to pick things up.
QTD trying to find a bit of a punish here, given that DFM do like to play around mid quite a bit, so double stack of pizza, but this time not going for it.
Yeah, attack side's very different, and mind you, QT Dig defense, I think it was 3-9 against Reject in that grand final, so Ascent defense is not exactly their strong suit. Certainly going to give it a try, though. Now they're pushing out towards middle, but Cess still lurking.
Not going to be able to see this Jet, though. Can't check behind. Wouldn't get the spot out, though.
Trips in position.
Yeah, May will just go ahead. Dash forward. It's switch. Ooh, tiny little gap
Quick
in that
flank.
blaze wall to maybe utilize against them. As Cess now on the approach, taking the fight versus Margaret. May as well going to be swinging around, and Cess says, well, I'll just back out of here.
PKM should
There's some
be
positioning now, but
aware.
Cess still
Yeah, he's
a bit of a
aware.
nuisance.
PKM's going to check for it. They haven't boxed in. I mean, they kind of have to deal with Cess before they can really try to do anything else.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Cess
just
will win that fight. They take it down. Yuran gonna continue to be contained back here towards Ali. As he gets
Oh,
two kills in the
two.
classic. He's got a nice little smile on his face now. He's like, damn, I didn't think I was gonna win that.
Just firing up shots and trying to see what he can find. This is actually not too bad though, keeping
Not at all.
DFM contained in and around the spike and forces them to try to fight their way out of the situation, which does award them, Kaide Yatsuka with a bit more ult points, but significant losses right now.
I mean, they've min-maxed this pretty well as QTD. I mean, Yuran now is going to be, what, one charge from a run it back. You've only got two players surviving the round, so 3 kills found for you against DFM. You end up losing out on some weaponry here. And at the very end, you force the armory buy onto Kaide. So this is quite nice from them.
Keeps them in a good position to try to bring the score back up to something more even Steven, but yeah, it's quite a hill to climb, so we'll see how it fares off for now.
Yo.
Bit of aiming pressure still, maybe wanting to work around the orb. DFM trying to play that long game, while QTD continues to try to react around everything, just holding angles towards a main
So right now,
where the orb was
looks
picked up.
like
Yuran still in position to toss in hot hands if needed.
looks
And
like
May is dead. They're all dead.
Margaret
Margaret has absolutely bodied
gets
them.
3. They just dry contact swing
Yes, we
into
do. Good
A.
Lord, Kaiden out in mid. Gonna be able to find the first. Can't quite
PKM,
get
last
the
player on
reset to
cat.
take down PKM. And then leaves
Akame?
just Akame. As you would like to have this funneled into.
I think it's
give him
it's
that running back. But the fact that he
Akame
isn't
3K.
commit
No,
it at all in
No?
this anti-bonus is
you don't think so?
fantastic for
You don't think
QTD.
so?
Go on, Margaret.
Oh, you
I
got
think it was
dinged.
keep him alive long enough.
Picked
for
up a
Yuran to
gun
come
too.
close.
I mean, he's got the volley.
There's a flank.
Chuck it into wine. Or just
Let's
swing the corner and
go.
find the headshot instead. Okay. Bonus not to be converted, and it never really even got close.
Yeah.
Off of those nasty shots from Margaret. I mean, what the hell?
Dang.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I hate
Scam.
this gun as a
And then
Phantom.
just absolutely
It's
destroys them.
just, it should stay as a Vandal.
Controlled short bursts.
Like,
Excellent
imagine a.
marksmanship and of course, former
Bro, I was
Zeta
about to say,
alum
imagine a
Yuran
Gaia
gets
Phantom,
himself
but there's a
running back
Gaia
as well, like you
Phantom.
mentioned.
I mean,
Some
if I
guns look horrible
shot
as a
like that every time I
Phantom.
toggle the camera, I would never stop doing it.
Whoa, we're talking about toggling now?
Not that toggling. No word.exe in here. It's a different Forsaken that we have in Pacific. Let's listen into QTD.
で B と A の場合だと打てる。ミッドが C。アロンのバードルに。これサイド中、ミッド見えない今。1-1 だ。Okay, okay. If they come in, I smoke and go side. サイド中して。No, I mean, A が中。ショート張り付けだけある。ない。サイド。サイド注意。A 面来てないよ、まだ。ナイスチェック。めっちゃいい感じ。I just play B, I think. いや、これ俺パラレディしとくわ。これ一気に来たら死ぬから、パラネオンスライディングで。
Yeah, not seeing anything for like the past 20 to 30 seconds does give QTD a pretty good idea. At the same time, still banking on that run it back for a retake. It's not impossible. Odin as well.
Yeah, DFM about to go pushing into this one. Saya now trying to get onto the line. May taken down. The reveal is there. Margaret's able to find another. The duelists eliminated. 30 seconds remaining. Continuing this push in, but turn over to the side. PKM can't quite get the drag across to find that second kill. Meanwhile, Yuran's just running at them, and Kaide asleep at the wheel.
He's still alive.
Oh,
trying to beat
what
them
did
out
I
in the
just
open,
miss?
But he's running out of time.
I mean, he's circumnavigated that paranoia. Had he been able to find
Bro, I
that kill,
gotta
this would have
fix
been a
my
hell of a
title.
lot more comfortable for him. Swapping the gun, but still just 6 bullets remaining in the mag. The plant able to commit to it, but here comes the rush out of the smoke, and keep able to have him dead. QTD, second round in a row here in the second half. They're now just trailing by only 4.
Good way to start to bring things back. Run it back value, Yuran as well. P-Game's having a bit of a rough time now ever since the first few rounds, but either way, it's still big value. Bit of information around A. Brings the attention back towards B. You have the Odin in position. Neuron's firing. Odin's firing. Akame did his best, though. I mean, he knew he had a bit of tag damage, so he thought Kite might have routed back around towards lane with his teammate, but that was not the case. So running into Odin, running into those defensive setups that QTD will have set up, it's pretty tough for DFM, hence the coach timeout. We felt another desk slam for a second. I mean, you start to think about momentum and the economical situation, you know, with how DFM are running away with things, and it could really start to run away from them this entire map.
Of course, Akame fans out here wanting to see DFM walk away victorious. For any late joiners here to the stream, this is elimination on the line.
Just thinking about the entire journey that the whole team, the whole organization has gone through. This year, picking up this team, having Kaide Yatsuka providing that much value in. I would hate to see it end, but then again, who knows?
It's, you know, I said it yesterday, parting is such sweet sorrow. It never feels good to send these teams home, especially ones so very storied.
Yeah, like they were the protagonists in stage 1.
Standing ahead.
They're still in it, they still have a 4-round lead, but like you say, momentum certainly not something that you want to give over to QTD, especially at PKM. If he's able to start, you know, lighting things up, then you have a big concern for DFM's odds.
Always a capable player right now, though. Pistol train. Utility not hitting, though. Look at how much QTD are turtling around this A site.
But a spam through, some space to be taken. HP bars, though, quite low as it goes just strafing across and through that blaze wall. Yatsuka dead, the swing out, Kaide gone. MEIY will be able to find one, but needs a hell of a lot more. PKM, great shots to close it out.
What a shot.
It was good. The desk slamming shall continue until morale improves. But unfortunately, at the moment, it's starting to hit a bit of a low here for DFM, at least from the coaching staff's POV. Still 3 rounds, and this was overall a thrifty attempt, but not sure. Maybe it's something in the comms, the calling here that's frustrating them so thoroughly.
Could be. I mean, just in terms of the plays alone, right? They're just. Oh, it's Northern Lights.
Yeah, I think we figured out
The culprit.
who the culprit is. They tucked in.
Okay.
They're suspicious of this. Okay, Yatsuka will be able to get that kill. I was worried, given that Kima has been shutting down Yatsuka this entire map throughout. But now, Hunter's Fury and PKM going to be taking down Yuran. Fallen as well, as Margaret can only find the 1 kill so far. Big reveal off the neural theft, but not much to really be done about it from this position.
Okay, drone.
Drone quickly denied, but Margaret out into the open finding one. Messiah able to correct that spray. Suddenly it's a 2v2.
What are we doing? We have the spike. Where are we peeking out? Door pressure now, and DFM's choice is to back themselves into hell. Bit of a crossfire.
Akame steadying it, now caught. Brought down to a 1v1. Should know that they're going to be playing together there in hell. Reads it, but just cannot find the shot. Yatsuka, oh, he bails him out of this one as DFM will move up to 11.
Pretty close, needing 2 more, but still rounds costly and put together by narrow miracles, maybe. I mean, the Hunter's Fury does a lot to permit them entry, and of course getting a pinch again in towards Wine helps out quite a bit. But you can see how much value Margaret pulls off with the cages, the trips they had from the previous round. That's what led to this one, with the adjustments being brought back in. And then, you know, you start to overheat a bit as DFM, and it just kind of turns into casualties. 1-1-3, they're trying to sell off a bit more pressure as again. But QTD down towards middle as well. We'll spot out Cess. Might just kind of lure DFM into the A side. Okay.
I mean, tag damage MEIY as well as Akame hit. 7 on the Jet, 45 on the Sova.
Still surviving at least, but it does force MEIY to go off on an updraft.
It's excellent early damage.
And also a lot of roadblocks early on for DFM. They can't quite find the right footing into any forward space.
They're going to try to sell a fake here.
I don't know how you do it though, like flashes.
They're going to drone. MEIY's going to dash to switch because he still has tailwind. But he might just get caught by these trips that are set up to play anti. Because he doesn't have an updraft, so he can't go for an up and over. So switch is the most likely plays.
Does QTD bite on this? Okay.
Just a smoke, cycled over. You still have keep maintaining position as Yatsuka, just gonna go swinging in. That's the spike down. That's the round. In all likelihood over as there's 18 seconds and there you go. This one has been overcooked.
Not ready yet.
10 seconds
A little
left.
bit over, a little bit under. Just Kame now, 40 HP. Okay.
That's a little bold, but Margaret will go ahead and take it. But I mean, at this point, you've got money, and you've got the DFM coach knocking on the desk.
Are we safe up here?
Desperately trying to sell me insurance, banging on my door.
Oh my god, dude. FBI, open up!
Yeah.
I same. Ah!
All right. But yeah, you know, you're trying to sell that fake, but it's very lackadaisical. You just a jet with a Kame, and now it's another round where economy's a bit of a problem. Which again, look at the gap. It's closing in bit by bit. You still have this entire setup with Messiah onto the Odin in position. It's a tough angle to crack. I haven't seen too many plays around middle from DFM so far.
I mean, it's time to swap the gun. He's got 56 health.
Enemy mark.
He spotted out. He's not safe in that corner!
Oh.
And now the Vandal is over there.
How are you going to retrieve that now? Oh no, please
He's going
don't.
to silently walk and grab it. Fortunately for Kaide, just picking it up when you don't have another weapon doesn't make a noise, so they don't just spam him and kill him. But DFM, I mean, they are no closer
Not unless
getting this
someone
round to go.
finds a shot towards you or something.
He's just fully expecting the push
Go, go.
behind that.
Go, go, go.
And now you've got Blaze Wall. Try to slow them up, but I mean, Yodan just steps forward and say, well, this thing doesn't hurt me. Nor does the fast lane anymore.
Spike down mid.
Sess
Says
has recovered the Vandal.
1v3.
This would have to be an insane clutch.
he would have to kill Margaret.
Is he capable of it? Yes.
Oh,
Will he do it? I don't think so. Especially with 12 seconds remaining and Kipe watching this angle.
10 seconds
And he's
left.
reloading.
yeah,
There you go.
timing. Dummy.
I don't know what to say. I mean, justified desk slams right now, I suppose. Really just unfortunate mistakes for DFM as they waltzed themselves
Timing.
into
One enemy remaining.
murky positions, I guess. Nonetheless, though, it's QT Dig and their resilience all throughout this map to get themselves to this point. PKM gets
Alright,
towards middle with an updraft.
At this point, QTD can't afford to
I do want to
get.
see DFM working the
for
map a
DFM
little
to get
bit
match
more, and
point.
Here we go. That's going to be Yatsuka trying to apply a bit of that early pressure with the Hunter Tree. That's
Bro's aiming for the moon.
yeah. The spikes on Akame. So
Yatsuka has slotted forward and will get the
Whoa.
jump. It's okay. Good little
Go, go, go.
tricky play here.
Kipe TP's over onto B side too.
Meanwhile,
Yuran's pushing him.
Yuran is just pushed all the way to Gelato and Sess. Oh, he's got his number.
Big shot. Big open sight now as well. Yatsuka holding an off angle towards tree if there is an early rotate. DFM still keeping things in consideration. You know, maybe we want to pivot back over on a beam. We don't know. We don't hear any footsteps yet. We'll see what the Neuro Theft provides us.
The reveal and can just go ahead and continue this push into A. A little bit of a delay though.
Waiting for the drone.
Meanwhile, MEIY all the way towards defender spawn. That's for him
Spike
to
planted.
get this kill on a Margaret. Kipe TPing into the corner. Now going to be spotted and immediately has the TP right back out. And here's the backstab.
Enemy remaining.
Yep, May finding the 2. Swings out to his demise, but I mean, surely Margaret should just be backpedaling.
We're sticking around close enough for some potential exits,
Play
I
for
guess.
some damage. Worst case, if you give them an ultimate, it would just be from the shadows, which isn't going to be necessarily the biggest of deals, but he'll just go ahead, check into mid, see if he catches anybody in the exits, which he will not. And DFM, they will get themselves now up to map point.
Yeah, they can heave themselves a sigh of relief off of that one, Achilles. Oh my god.
Yeah, they played the map, and it worked.
Finally, right? Hunter's Fury. Yatska being able to slide in like that, though, a little bit unexpected, but he does find value, which is very neat. And then just everything tossed into pandemonium. QTD, not really sure where exactly DFM are trying to end up past that point, which allows for MEIY to slip back towards enemy lines as well.
Akabe was
So-
saying, I think he was just he was either saying that was fun or he was asking if it was fun. I couldn't quite get the tone on that, but
Something to do with fun, which certainly looked that way, I guess.
Jimmy is all
Okay, mid pop.
I mean, if they go pushing out of that smoke, they would have been able to just get the catch, but instead it's going to be Seth catching Margaret from behind. Kaide! Oh my gosh, just sniping him out of the sky. Oh, the run back has been so strong here.
I'm out of here.
But it looks like DFM going to be bringing this one to a conclusion,
One enemy
especially
remaining.
now that it's Kipe, the last one alive.
Got spike.
They know he's on A, so they're like, oh, screw it, just play it safe. Give the spike to the Neon.
Oh, and the
Quick
off
courier
angle.
service. Deliver that over to B, and here is the backstab. Kaide closing it out with a 3K, 13-9. It certainly got very, very scary here on Ascent, but DFM are able to find the win on their map pick.
Yeah, strong and heavy-handed start. 7-1 at some point, but then you started to see a bit of a comeback from QTD. Still, though, ending it off 8-4, and DFM just finding a few really impactful rounds with very loose plays all throughout the second half on the attack. They've actually managed to just cement themselves that early win. That said, though, still some signs of life in QTD. You have the Odin, you have Margaret, who's just being able to anchor down sides. That one multi-kill round was very lovely to witness. So I still feel like this is still one of those series that can go the distance, for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate for QTD, like a bit of a late wake-up for them, so by the time that they do, they're only able to get 4 in that first half. Had they had that impact from Margaret earlier, had PKM been able to find his footing, this could have been a much different amount. This absolutely could have gone their way. They do have their choice of Lotus coming up next, though, and perhaps that will just be the right amount of comfort for them now that they've had the warm-up out of the way to make this a 3-map series.
Yeah, definitely took that map off against Full Sense back then. Lots of quick plays and quick rushes on the attacking side gives them that victory, but we'll see if they can continue to do that against a DFM that looks this strong if MEIY is still finding value on that off. I mean, he was pretty deadly in the first half, did fall off a little bit towards the second, but we'll keep an eye on things for now. Let's toss it back over onto the desk.
Well, DFM end up closing out their map pick. We are not surprised QTD did fight for every round there on the second half. Of course, it wasn't quite enough to get over the line. And there is something about MEIY when he's facing Japanese teams. He always frags.
I mean, look, they got the job done. I think in my mind, they were definitely the better team despite not having the broader share of those first kills. I think really they wanted this game to be a little bit cleaner. Hearing Voz down in that coach booth, he's mad that the game got this close. He was shouting, he was hitting the table, he was stomping his feet because he didn't feel like they should be giving away as many rounds as this. But ultimately from the outside, I think it can relax. I think this was a comfortable game in the end. They do convert their map pick.
Yeah, high standards there from Voz. I think QTD honestly obviously had a little bit of a slow start. Some of the individuals a little bit rough around the edges. Kipe was fantastic. We heard from him in, I think, the Jempra Winfrey show. Shout out to that again. I've done it a couple times today. That he was feeling a few stage nerves in the opening game. Didn't see it as much here. He had a fantastic game for himself on the Omen. Margaret, I mean, you're always expecting Margaret to perform. Unfortunately, PKM is the one that we were talking about his 30 bomb over in Challengers Japan Finals. I kind of highlighted the Jet versus Jet matchup, and honestly, that wasn't where the game was decided at all. PKM had a rough run of things. I think he had to do a lot of the entry work on the attacking side there. You saw him up mid quite a lot on the attacking side, you know, trying to make some space. And for DFM, it really was just an effort by committee. It's like we've been saying the whole time about them. Every single player kind of had their moments, and of course, Cess is the GOAT.
Hey, people have to stop sleeping on him. I'm telling you, he keeps getting it done. He's so good on this map as well. But this is what DFM is all about these days. I think these supporting players are able to do so much in these mid to late round situations. We saw MEIY with that operator as well. This is a well-rounded roster, and they've been on top in Japan for a little bit now, really, since 2024. They've been the best Japanese team, so they're not about to let that slip here today to the Tier 2 challengers of QTD.
Absolutely. And honestly, I rarely see the Japanese coaches lose it in the coaching booth compared to some of the other
This time it's
more
personal.
Boris, we could hear the
He wanted 13 zeros. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
they were winning that whole game pretty much.
Yeah, if they're going to get eliminated, it's not going to be by one of our own. Like, that was very clear. And of course, as you were saying, one player who also feels very much the same way, at least you can see it in the numbers, it's MEIY. MEIY really puts out numbers every single time it's a Japanese team.
I think especially in the first half, he was just insane. I loved watching him play.
Okay, we got a Trip, we got a Phoenix Flash.
That's Summit.
Hey guys!
Guys, just believe me that MEIY was good. Were you not watching the game? Of course you were. You remember that MEIY was good.
I got a little tip for you guys, okay? This is Pilski's tips. This is a free one. So what you want to do, you want to load up the VOD. You want to hit the backwards key. Actually, you know what? Don't worry about it. You don't need the chip.
Let's hit the key right now. I'm going to hit it right now.
I'm hitting it right now. Let's hit the
Made in
highlight.
Japan.
Oh, there you go. Made in Japan. It was funnier the second time. Okay, what are you saying?
No, he's a very good player. I think especially when he gets these scope weapons going on the defense, this is where he's at his best. This is when this is really true prime for MEIY, and he does not like to lose.
Oh,
I love that cheeky little move. That to me means he's playing with so much confidence. He's not afraid to take risks in this game. I think he's not only trying to win, he's trying to dominate. He's trying to show why he's the best player in Japan. He's not content to let anything slide. We pulled up here today the last 2 games he played against Data Division here in Pacific, against the other Japanese reps that he could have faced in the past, and just look at the performances he's had. He's dominated in both of those series. I feel like he had a very, very good showing in this map. He's going to look to continue that. This guy does not lose to Japanese opponents.
Yeah, I think this contributes to a broader point about MEIY as well. I think 2025 Stage 2 and previous to that, that was hard carry MEIY. You know, DFM wasn't really contributing as much to the fragging numbers back then, so you could see him have some monstrous performances. Those numbers really speak for themselves, but over here against QTD against Stage 2, and I think broader in 2026, he hasn't needed to do heavy lifting like that in terms of the duelist numbers overall to be able to get the win for DFM. As I said before, that was an effort by committee, and that's kind of the name of the game nowadays for DFM.
I kind of miss seeing the aerial blade storm hits. It's kind of been a while. That's like just a classic Jet move that we don't see as often anymore.
I like to call it the attack helicopter.
Yeah.
The attack helicopter.
They got rid of that double up draft. Riot started ruining it.
Yeah. I identify as one, so that's why it clicks.
Wait, as a helicopter?
Yeah, an attack helicopter. You don't know your memes, Victoria.
No, I don't.
No, that's a classic.
I don't. I wasn't. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Lotus.
Were you gonna say I wasn't bored yet?
Yeah, I was bored, but I was just like, it was a struggle. It wasn't gonna work. All right, Lotus. MEIY. Do you think it's gonna be continuing on the Jet?
I don't see why not. I mean, this guy's so good on this agent. I want to see him continue to run with it. I feel like this is where he's at his best. This is a series where he's able to be loose, he's able to play free, and I think Jett is definitely the best agent to do that for him. I think on the side of QTD, this is another one of those maps that we saw them win over in that grand final, but ultimately, I don't think this is exactly where they wanted. I think they would have picked Haven if it was left open today. Kind of feels like a little bit of a second choice here. So we'll have to see if, again, they've changed anything, but they didn't on their Ascent. I feel like they might double down with this composition that we saw from them.
Yeah, but I don't mind the Lotus pick, to be honest, even though, as you can see, it's not something that they picked much in Challengers Japan themselves. You know, it's not their go-to opt-in map as a result of DFM banning Haven away from them and how tricky DFM's been in the vetoes against everyone in Pacific. The thing I do like about the pick is just the fact that it has never really felt like a super comfortable map for DFM for as long as I can remember. I feel like, you know, they have had some really one-sided games on it in the past on Lotus, but it's never really felt like, okay, this is a very comfortable map for DFM. They did most recently win it over Varel with that comp that you can see there. Interestingly enough, that was one of the maps where we saw Cess on the Sentinel role, and Kaide was the player playing the Omen. But outside of that, I mean, this is a very bursty when I think Yatsuka, but I think it's actually a bit of an underrated agent of his.
Yeah, I think so. I think he has been performing on the Rays so far, and I think ever since they kind of made those role changes after kickoff and stage 1, I think he's been fitting into the second duelist role way better than whatever was happening before. But I do like what's happening overall with DFM right now. This is something that we've noticed since the beginning, but I feel like they haven't really found that tempo of having each of their players step up to the role. And you guys were talking about it with the coach as well, not making it the MEIY show, and I think this is, you know, the recipe for success for DFM.
Yeah, this is QTD's pick, so if there is going to be a bounce back, it should be here. They're sticking with that same comp that they played over in the Challengers final. Now, I worry that this has kind of not been working for them in a way. Yeah, I like that they're trying to play what they know, but ultimately, I would have liked a surprise or two here. For me, for QTD, it's a mental thing. They have to get this block out of their head. They have to be able to loosen up and play more free in the server.
I don't really agree. I think QTD, they won their map pick
All right,
against Full
we're
Sets.
gonna
I think they're
go
gonna back
until
themselves
halftime,
on it. PKM
and
was
then
much
we'll go to
better
sleep.
on the Neon so far in Pacific than he's been on the Jet, so this is going to be a little bit more comfort from him.
Unless it's like a
hoping
stop.
He's going to have a bounce
If
back
it's a stop,
performance here.
then I'll
On the
finish the
side of
map.
DFM, they don't change anything either. This is the same comp and the same roles that they played against Farrell, and they're able to win a narrow game against Farrell on Lotus earlier on in this Pacific stage. So hoping they can repeat
Right now,
the same thing and send
DFM
QTD home here,
look
even though that'll be a little bit sad.
I wouldn't say a tear gap,
Well,
but pretty
I think
good.
it's gonna be sad
I would
either
say
way.
strong.
It's always sad to send home your countrymen, but it is what it is. Let's see if the Challengers team can step it up for Lotus as we send it back to our casters, Quack and Achilleos.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, no matter which way this goes, it is going to be sad. It's either the departure of QTD, who are here for a very short time and not a great time either, walk away winless, or it's the departure of DFM, a massive, massive part of VCT Pacific, and a team that people the world around have wanted to see make it to a global stage.
At the risk of sounding biased, one sounds a lot more sad than the other, but
that's fine. There's levels to sadness.
Yeah, there is.
There's depth to emotion. It's not all black and white.
It's a full spectrum. But yeah, I mean, that's a real good point. You know, QT Dig coming
QT
from
Dig
a
on the
region of
ropes.
parity. They had to play against Reject. It wasn't always like.
When was the last time
dominant
DFM
back
played
then in
Lotus?
Challengers JP, but they are the ones here, and they would love to go for a bit more of a deeper run, and this is a great map for them to do it.
Camera taken out.
That's it, though. They are starting out defense, so we'll see what DFM does. Right now, it's a heavier lean towards a site. Just waiting for util, perhaps. There it goes. Smoke blooming, trying to get a bit of an angle out towards tree. But QT Dig maintaining relative safe distance as well. Forces DFM to look to other options. It's going to be the PSYOP to the task.
Well, a one-for-one exchange. Hey, the first kill here for DFM as it's swinging towards that back of sight. It'll again be a one-for-one, but now the trade-up going to be found as PKM takes down Cess. Spike quickly going to be ushered over to C. MEIY a late linger to try to see if he can get a punish and bring this back to parity, but none to be found. Quick tap at the door. The face forward. MEIY into the firing squad will fall.
Ooh,
and now it's off the shoulders of Akame trying to clutch this one out.
Bandit
I don't think I've ever seen that skin.
One of the new ones, anyway. Tough angle, though. Allows for QTD to close in on him.
Oh. Timing not quite found. They are surrounding him. But
And
okay,
T.
Margaret will just take the fight, take him down, and QTD will take their first pistol of the series.
Yeah, Kame was quite concerned about actually stepping on top of the, the site, the platform, because that would reveal his head over the ledge. Makes it tough anyway. But like, I'm not entirely sure what the full pistol game plan was at this point, though. I mean, they looked for maybe some kind of a pivot over to C side, or they were just thinking clear out towards the back. But Cess was left in a way too open position, which ultimately gave QTD numbers in this fight. So not too bad, Messiah being able to land the first one, surviving contact, and then everything follows from that point forward as well. Really puts QTD in a bit of a driver's seat for now, as they can continue to just play reactive to everything that DFM throws at them. This is a strong push towards C site, though.
It's just a frenzy and abandon here for DFM, and that early tag on Assess.
DFM are looking to do some damage.
And this could turn into a
pop
bit
out
of
the
a meat grinder,
smoke.
but full flash going to be connecting there. Yatsuka able to find
Just
Keefe
off the
in the corner.
sheriff.
Yunan coming up empty-handed.
Got a dink.
Gets the headshot.
It's
Sess
a
will eventually
eco.
fall as
It's a
Margaret
eco win.
collects that kill, but this site has been
It's
broken
an eco
open.
win. It's an
Messiah
eco
now trying to
win.
backpedal
They're
away.
gonna try to run it down.
69 health to clear the Trailblazer, and now
Look at
overwhelmed.
DFM.
PKM tagged low,
Look at
taken
DFM.
down, and it's tied 1-1.
No freaking way. Frenzy pistols, they just rush down C, and it works. The stingers and everything that QT Dig had bought up, they just weren't prepared. They weren't expecting this kind of a rush coming out from DFM. Not always, DFM-esque in terms of rounds and strats, but it certainly works out when you have every bit of utility and, just forcing QT Dig into uncomfortable positions where they have to try to jiggle around, or at least run and gun and hope for a kill with a stinger. Fortunately, not quite found anyway. That's going to be so much firepower now.
Yeah. Definitely not the start you want to be seeing here for QTD. We'll see if we can try to maybe do this right back to them, but so far, not so great. 2 kills found for DFM. Just Kaide as the exchange.
Messiah still tucked away, though. So unless DFM continue to walk back over onto A site, yeah, that's not going to happen.
I mean, well, they make the right decision to actually cut in towards B, so they will avoid the little trap set up here from Margaret, tucked away there at Mound.
Safer choice, but we'll see. Are they going to be diligent enough to mark the angle? No, they actually use utility. Yeah, we like this.
It's not a drone, it's a dog, but Akame, he does seem to use this one to actually clear some stuff out, something that he wasn't really doing much of on Ascent. As there you go. Says able to note the flanker through the door. And with the guiding light, not finding anybody at upper. This should start to narrow the possibilities.
PKM's just going to have to fight for his life and try to...
Yeah, I mean, if he just swings around and stays tucked there, he will die to the spike. And Yatsuka, up for a challenge, perhaps.
Let's see if either side affords up ult points. At some point, he's going to get chased down. I mean, Yatsuka, Akame. Okay.
Go, go, go.
Oh, there you go. Yatsuka, the backstab. Denies him the weapon, because had he grabbed that, could have just gone for the save. Maybe would have been able to find MEIY as well, which weakens the bankroll of DFM. So, crossing their T's and dotting their I's here are DFM in the round. Mitigating their losses as much as possible as they move it 2-1.
Still, I mean, what a scenario we find ourselves in, but you do love this more of a cleaner approach from DFM. I wonder if it's like the coaching staff giving the guys a bit of a stern talk between maps. That said, though, I mean...
It was all smiles in the hallway.
Okay.
So, didn't seem too bad. But Operator now going to be online for PKM. Paint shell out early, trying to delay the approach at Rubble. We'll take a listen in with QTD as they look to tie things up 2-2.
I've got your trail.
Oh, gets one, trade. You're on? Got to go.
セーブか。セーブセーブセーブ。
Spike
Front of sky.
Time to hunt.
Yeah, there's no other recourse here. You got the operator. You can maybe have Yuran try to linger around, find a kill, but even then, he's not that close to the showstopper. So DFM, I mean, this is their effective bonus that they're going to be converting as they move up 3-1. Oh, we have a serious problem here for QTD.
I don't know how to fix this problem. Feels like neither do they. I mean, they've been trying to play quite reactive so far. I mean, even banking on this op as well,
QTD need a
again,
close
was
to
kind of
flawless round in order
clearing out the
to
back of C,
get
but
their economy back
DFM are just
after losing that.
relentlessly rushing down
That's how you
lanes
go.
and sites like that.
What a
Definitely makes it
shot.
tough.
That was
At
so
least you don't
smooth.
get a little consolation prize. But that's it, yeah. You could hear into the comms, instantly recognized it was an A rush. They were trying to hold off for a couple more players. Still, though, not quite enough to land the shots. Messiah into the corner, but the position around drop, I think it's quite crucial. They need to be able to at least find a single kill or a bit more. But if DFM are this mobile, yeah, it's just tough.
Well, they need this op to do some work.
DFM are playing peekaboo towards the other side of the map, though. What a trip.
Well, I mean, you got a raise and a jet. You could get a catch, but they could also just walk underneath of it. Easiest game of limbo of their lives. As MEIY looking for the
Right,
check
even MEIY
waterfalls,
didn't get hit
line
by
it
the
up.
trip.
But how are you really meant to attack into this? Reveal on the one, no way to play off of that. And even if you start to get close, there's this showstopper.
It was always going to be a tough round, especially with the guns as well. Okay.
Oh, well, showstopper, no more.
Ooh,
Margaret,
Margaret.
some very nice shots, and suddenly it's a 2v2.
And he's popping out.
Flashes available, though.
Picked up a gun.
Find the commitment into this with the
Bro, almost
swap
owned
of the guns.
himself.
PKM finds himself a phantom, but finds himself overwhelmed. 2 targets there. Back corner sight.
That's
Huckman says
pretty
one apiece.
bad.
DFM maintaining
Sliding into the
control.
open.
Yeah, has really kind of bounced off into his own position as well as this slowed down PKM for an extra second. It does come a little bit close, a little bit dicey with the sharp shooting from Margaret, but at the end of the day, still not quite enough. I mean, just having the full confidence to send it into C site, knowing your opponents aren't going to be able to hold off against you, really puts things in high spirits for DFM. QTD. Not exactly the first half they were looking for. They're trying now to push down an A, no contact whatsoever. It's just Margaret.
Straight C-site.
Well, this one will get the catch, and there's the playoff of it.
Free kill,
Still
MEIY.
changing the setup for Margaret.
Sees
Can
the
he find more?
raise.
Yes,
Margaret.
he can. Yatsuka down.
Great boss.
Get some damage on a Kaide, but
Great
can't
boss
quite find the
dead.
kill. Nakame cleans up
Jesus,
one Kaide. Now with
Kaide.
a second PKM
No
taken
way.
out of the equation. The drop down ends up costing him dearly.
Yeah, hold the blind, hold the blind.
It is just Cess
Double
now
swing.
going for the Prowler.
No.
And Cess absolutely bodies them to get the Red Bull clutch.
I called a double swing and they still
1-2
lose
punch.
that.
Cess is him. Was popping off a little bit last week. Popping off in a
Bruh.
set as well.
Come on.
QTD, I beg you.
If I'm the coach, I'm
Call the
fuming.
timeout.
You do the right play, but you don't convert?
They need an intervention. Cess needs an exorcism, apparently. because he
1,
just-
2.
He's playing like a man possessed.
Bro had 2 seconds to kill him. The Omen had 2 seconds to kill him.
Kilios, I got
But
bad news for everybody.
it's a Phantom.
No timeout.
That's why you buy Vandal.
Oh boy.
I have a mouth and I must scream, but I will stop myself.
We'll see. It's gonna be just QTD trying to push off of C Mound right now. Cess slows them down and he's hungry for more.
Paint shell chucked in. Facing forward, there's the sun.
Gun,
Okay, they have
gun.
been able to destroy him.
On the run to A.
Weapon retrieve too. PKM maybe toss that off. He does have an overdrive, but at the same time, TFM with all this timing and space can position themselves
MEIY should
all
hear
over
this.
the place. Look at MEIY. Kaide first point of contact out towards the back of Heaven as well.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a made down.
There. Go, go, go.
Possible thrifty, you know.
Here we go.
Overdrive into this one. Paranoia, however,
Welcome in.
connecting fully on a PKM, and he's just going to be struck
Oh
down.
my
As
god,
Kaide
it's a
is able to find a
sweep.
second,
The mop.
looking for that third. Yuran
You're
with
in?
the Phantom will be able to steady it, but as he swings out,
1v2. Margaret would
Natsuka swings away, knocks him out of the park.
need
It's a
to
nice shot here
to
from Margaret,
defuse
but
right
unfortunately
now.
the time is just not going to be on their side.
NT.
They get very close to exercising the demons here, but they
NT.
win out in the end. DFM still continuing with this now 6-round win streak, and the timer
NT.
has stopped.
Much to Achilleos' worries. Yeah, unfortunately, the
I
crisis is
think
not really compelling
QTD just
DFM
need
right now in
better
this
team
situation.
fights,
Just
better util
a little bit
coordination.
far too reckless. They did find, you know, big pickups, taking down MEIY, taking down Cess.
There's starting to be
But
a
that
noticeable
cost
gap
them
between the
utility, so
two.
by the time they get into sight, there are no stuns, no flashes. They just run straight into Kaide sight lines. So it's been a pretty
Bro.
rough first half overall.
Bro's
but we did see
beard.
that little, like, 7-1
Bro's beard is kinda
comeback on
crazy.
Ascent. I don't know if this is going to be the same story. QTD on defense is not exactly something they're working off too well with right now.
I mean, it's just a couple of these rounds from QTD, all they're really able to do is expose a couple cracks on DFM rather than fully, you know, break things open. And unfortunately for them, DFM has a truck full of flex tape, and they are just slapping that stuff on.
That's a lot of damage.
They need to find wins from this side. I mean, granted, very similar scenario compared to what we, you know, saw on Ascent. They were able to bring things back a little bit. You're starting on the defender side of Lotus. This is DFM side selection. You expect that they're going to be dealing some, you know, the majority of their damage from this side. But you need to have these rounds get converted.
And we were talking about the op as well, Achilles. Look at it, it's the same thing where PKM's just on the wrong side of the map. At least this will be information, but then you need to see players like Yuran alongside the rest of the team to pop off. Oh, it's a TP play from Cess.
From Kaide.
Oh.
It's, you know, habits.
Yeah.
But Margaret is ready for it.
Okay.
Yells him off at stairs.
Pivot to B.
Gonna try to. Still guarded. Oh, they're swinging ahead of it, but
Wow.
Cess will still be able to find the kill.
Didn't even wait for it
It's
to
a bit
finish
shallow, though, so Yuran is able to tuck back.
finish the
Has
process
a
of
gun in
ulting.
hand,
Timing.
And he's swinging around as Yatsuka gets caught. Finds that kill.
Does it get the
Does get
second?
stopped, but Akame able to find the kills. Yuran will get taken down. Keep out as well eliminated. Margaret on the approach. To the side, able to find the one, but Akame gets the insta trade. And with 50 seconds left, they can just go ahead and pivot back to C.
We'll have a bit of time as well. Kame holding on to a flash, considering his options. But in all this time,
Planning
it's
for
me that you
backside.
kind of want to look out for as well.
There is
Has the
gonna be a
waterfall
cross.
angle. We'll walk into it.
I mean, bro just made noise.
I know exactly where he's at.
Bro, you just made noise.
Easy pick up on the kill. And
Bro,
timeout to no
you
avail.
just made noise.
DFM 7-1, same score line that we had seen. It was this.
That's
is
why
now
you
where the turning
died.
point happened a bit on Ascent, and it needs to happen again.
They had an 8-4 and it still wasn't enough. And again, we're seeing this op just get absolutely smashed to bits. Steel Garden, they got the quick pivot. And DFM are just in flow state. Cess is on an outlaw. Okay, a bit of pressure.
Now
These
Margaret
players
run for the hills.
But it's always this like A control into a pivot around. There's no resistance from QTD.
I mean, that was a bit
Bro,
wanted.
you're in. Literally could have went
Trying
into
to
blue
go
room.
from outside, connect the door all the way into the site.
Yeah, bro. What are you? You know, just went back into blue
Just go through the
room.
door. You can just rotate the upper. Re-wrap the drop.
This is just our first series of the day, Seth. It's all right. But yeah, it looks like this round is done. 5v3, it's an easy C site for DFM.
I just,
Like, you could play the off angle, right?
yeah. It's like one of those videos where there's clearly a door here, and then somebody just walks straight into the window, and it just shatters, and they injure themselves because they didn't notice the door.
Which is what's so puzzling as well, because if you take a look at the stats from the Reject QTD Grand Final, Yuran, PKM were one of the more impactful players. Right now, PKM's getting shut down on the op. Yuran's, doing that.
Yeah.
And it's just really rough to watch. You really want to see a lot more from QTD on their map pick. I think one of the closer rounds was the one that we saw previous. They had interesting kill trips up and down on the B site, makes things tough. Yatsuka got caught by Yuran because of the kill trip. But again, like, it's just so quick for DFM to just on a snap react to players filling back into sight. Okay, well,
some consolation kills.
Still inconsequential at the end of the day. I mean, there's no.
I mean, MEIY's gonna be basically cash capped.
Oh boy.
8-1. That. Yeah.
いや、ナイスでしょ。
はい、ナイス。
これインフォンワイよ、これ。
I mean, and it's even him getting the kill before he gets team flashed.
Yeah. Just a lot of clearing. And now it's going to be Margaret onto a Judge, just crossing his fingers to try to anchor down the C site. Again, back to the rubble fight. And Steel Guard. Okay, no, Thorns all the way back to the B.
I mean, the side is trying to do a little bit of an up and over there, try to go past the entry, but still just end up getting picked apart. It's a two-player advantage. Yuran down to 45.
Kami to lurk. It's a Judge, though, so still wanting to be a bit cautious. He has no idea.
I mean, he should be favored in this fight, but well,
there we go.
There's the double take. So now, Akame knows to not go that way.
Free comms to the whole team. He backs it up over on towards Mound. The spike's planted for stairs, though, so the whole team has to play around this specific angle. But the smokes, oh, that's tough for Mark. Okay, good progression. No. Just the spam through. I don't know.
Cannot catch a break.
Blinded.
Last player standing.
You've been able to clear the corner, but realistically, I don't know how you're able
Alright,
to do anything else here,
9-1,
so yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
just
call
have to
it.
back out. Save
Right
the
now
gun.
it is 1 a.m.
As
1
we're gonna go in around
2
11
a.m.
with DFM
Gonna go
leading
to
by
sleep.
8.
What more is there to say? I mean, this is
boom.
honestly, though, also just incredibly well
All
played.
right. NT, QTD, GG, DFM. I'll see you guys later.